Yo, in today's video, I want to talk about 3 ways how you can generate cash flow in the Cosmos ecosystem. And I'm pretty sure that of the last option, most of you guys have not heard about. So make sure that you stick around to the very end of the video. And also please subscribe to my YouTube channel, help to get Cryptocito to 10,000 subscribers. It would really mean a lot to me. And also make sure that you watch this entire thing. So the key difference between 2017 and 2021 or 2020 is that now we have a lot of different ways and new ways how we can generate cash flow in crypto that goes way beyond just the speculation of a certain coin price, right? In 2017, we had all these ICOs. We had all these like speculations. Oh my God, this project is going to partner with that project and then it's going to go through the roof. Like that was 2017, right? You only had to basically buy the right coin at the right time. It would moon and boom. Now in 2020 or 2021, you have many different ways how you can generate cash flow, right? One of the most prominent ones is staking, right? Actually, a lot of proof of stake based chains have launched, right? So you can actually provide security for the network, and in return, you earn a staking reward by delegating your coins or even running a validator node, right? The second one is yield farming or DeFi or providing liquidity, right? Those kind of things. There's a lot more game theory involved, but also the rewards are much higher, but also the risk is much higher, right? So those are like the two main things that are different between 2017 and 2021. So in today's video, I want to walk you guys through a few steps, like how you can actually do that, where you need to click, right? For some people I know that are new to Cosmos, it's a bit confusing in the beginning, and maybe this video can help you to save some time and also just get familiar with Cosmos and everything that you can do, how you can put your coins to work for you, how you can generate cash flow in a faster way, right? And then the third one that I'm going to talk about in the end is something completely different, right? But I know a lot of you guys are in a good position that you could actually make money with that. But now let's jump into the first way to generate cash flow in Cosmos, and that is staking. All right, so the journey starts here at Keplr, at least for me. I know there are other wallets where you can stake Atom or other Cosmos-based assets. For example, also the Cosmos Station. Even on Exodus, you can also use Cosmos there and stake it. I use Keplr, so I'm going to stick to that one. It is the interchain wallet. Also, major updates and implementations, new chains are being added to Keplr. It's also the native wallet that is connected with Osmosis. So the Keplr team, the Osmosis team, the Tendermint team, like these guys are all kind of like linked together and connected. They're separate teams, but they all know each other and have closely collaborated. I'm not sure even if Tendermint might have even invested into or funded Keplr. But yeah, that's a different story. I'm not too familiar with the origin story of Keplr, but this to me is one of the best wallets out there. It's actually the best wallet out there. I also like Exodus, but Keplr is incredible. It's so easy to set up, very user-friendly, and you have just access to different chains, right? So if you're new to this, click on Get Started, and it will ask you to create a new wallet. I already have done that. I'm already connected. They also have a browser extension here, by the way, which you can just go on your Brave browser or on your Chrome browser. If you haven't claimed your Osmosis airdrop, please do so now. There's also an ad banner here. You must have held Atom before February 18th of 2021 in order to be eligible for the Osmosis airdrop. Please check if you are eligible for that. And also, in that context, always make sure that you hold your coins in self-custody, right? Keplr is a self-custodian wallet, means that you are not giving away your private keys to a third party, like an exchange, for example, like Coinbase or Binance or Kraken. On Keplr, you hold the keys, right? It's non-custodial. You hold the keys. You have the backup phrase, and it's all on chain, right? Which is super important, not just from the security aspect, but also in case of potential airdrops, like we've seen with Osmosis. There's many others in the pipeline, and that are going to be coming. Even for Osmosis holders, there's an airdrop coming up. So make sure that you always hold your coins in self-custody. Take full accountability and responsibility of your financial assets and your coins, right? So this is the most important as always. But now let's look into some ways here to earn cash flow in Cosmos or in Atom. the Cosmos Hub staking rewards are currently at 10% per year, right? And Cosmos, or the Cosmos Hub, which is the main chain on which Atom is residing, has an inflation rate of 7%. It's actually a dynamic inflation rate between 7 and 20%, which differentiates depending on how many coins are staked in the network, right? Because staking for the end user like you and I, it means basically, cool, we can deposit our coins here and we can earn cash flow with it, right? We can make 10% here. And if the inflation is only 7%, we're actually net positive. Plus, we kind of like maybe think that the coin price will go up, so we're leveraging that. What happens in reality is that by depositing our coins, we're providing economic energy, economic power that secures the chain, right? Which makes it more decentralized, which makes it more robust, more secure, harder to 51% attack, right? So that's actually the whole purpose of it. That's actually the providing security aspect of it. And the equivalent in Bitcoin, for example, would be you're just adding another mining device to the network, right? With more hash power. So hash power in Bitcoin is equal to backing or locking up your coins in proof of stake chains. And on Cosmos, 10% is pretty appealing, right? Now you have something like Kava, which is a smaller and newer project. I think they also have still a higher inflation rate, so they're issuing all coins because the project is relatively new, and they offer 34% APY. Now, if we want to check the staking rewards for Osmosis, if you click here on stake, you don't see the rewards showing up here because it also fluctuates a lot. It's also a brand new project, but maybe the Keplr guys could add like the estimated APY here on the main page so that we can see it at one glance. That is missing. Just on a side note here. So you actually have to click on the Keplr logo here, and then you see here under stake that you can earn up to 272% per year. Well, that's great. But also, to be fair, Osmo is still in its hyperinflation mode, right? They just released 1.5 months ago, so it's brand new. And always, like in the very beginning, the inflation rates are very high, which is why the staking rewards are very high, right? Because you're just issuing more coins per block. The same way Bitcoin got started. In the beginning, the block reward on Bitcoin was 50 Bitcoin per block every 10 minutes. Now it's at 6.25. But yeah, that's just on a side note here. Now, if you want to stake your coins, we can stick to Cosmos here. You can just choose a validator, right? And this is something that I have talked about with Ethan Buchman, who is one of the co-founders of Cosmos, that this is a threat for us, right? Binance is number one. They have 13.7 million in voting power, which is a lot, right? That's like 7 or 8%, I think, that they have in voting power. So if they would propose some governance proposals and they would vote for yes or no, you know, they have large impacts here. So does Coinbase and Kraken as well, right? Those are like centralized exchanges. Now we're actually seeing the birth of DeFi on Cosmos, like Osmosis and Gravity DEX and Emirates that is coming up. So I hope that people are more incentivized to withdraw their funds from Binance staking, from Kraken, from Coinbase, you know, where you can stake in the centralized exchange, right? Just withdraw that, not just from a security aspect, like I said earlier, but also you're most likely eligible for potential airdrops. And I think at least for Kraken, they only offer like 7 or 8% APY, and you can see the on-chain APY is like 10%, right, for Atom. So you're losing money if you stake on Kraken. But that's just on a side note. So just choose your validator. I'm also running one. It's called Cryptocito. You can delegate also to my node. It's ranked 86 here. We got 288,000 atoms in delegations. 5% commission, which is always kind of like the low end of commissions for nodes. Also, Jack Sampolin also delegates some to his node. He's a legend. He's the guy who actually brought me into the Cosmos ecosystem. And everything that I do and that Cryptocito now became is kind of like rooted in my initial conversations with Jack. So please also delegate something to him. And that said, staking is very, very attractive because you don't have to worry about much, right? You just lock up your coins. You don't have much risk unless, of course, the node operators are doing a bad job, because then something that is called slashing occurs, which means that you actually lose coins if your node operator has downtime, right? So, for example, if they shut down their node, or if the node gets compromised, there's a certain threshold. I think in Cosmos it's like 12 hours or something like that, after which you would lose coins. So that's not good. So always make sure that you check this every day, make sure everything is fine, everything is smooth. You can also go on mintscan.io to see more details about each validator, right? So if you come, for example, if you click on Binance staking, you can see also their website, their commission rate, their uptime. This is very important, what I just talked about, and also their voting power, right? 7.1%. So those are the most important metrics here. And yeah, you can see here more details, like which blocks they proposed or validated, how many transactions were in that block, and also what's the uptime over the last 100 blocks. If we check out Cryptocito, our node also has 100% uptime. We only have 0.15% voting power, but that's actually pretty cool already. I like that. 5% commission, like I said. And also you can see here the uptime in the last 100 blocks is 100%, right? So that's the same, and it's active. But make sure that whatever node you're delegating to has 100% uptime and is reliable, right? And also, in the best case, participates in pushing forth Cosmos, improving the network, improving the community, building apps or building wallets or building anything, right? So that's one thing that I talk with Ethan. That's what I wanted to get to. Binance doesn't do anything. They don't do anything. They're just kind of like monetizing off their large node. But they're not contributing actively to Cosmos. They don't even tweet about it. They don't do anything for it, right? So I think it's time to maybe tackle down Binance, at least from the first spot here, and redelegate or withdraw your funds from Binance to other nodes, right? So please do that. And you can actually do that very simple if you go on manage here, and then you can choose redelegate. This is also something a lot of people have asked me. You don't have to unstake if you want to delegate to another node. Just select a different validator, right? And it's just one transaction, right? This is my what I have available for redelegation, because that's what I already got staked. So I can just paste that here and redelegate, right? And would go within one transaction. So that's really important. And also lastly, very important in the staking topic, always make sure that you have some atoms liquid here, right? It doesn't have to be 13. That's actually quite a lot. It can be only 0.4, 0.5 to make sure that you always cover transaction fees, right? And for example, if I were to claim my rewards, you can see the transaction fees are pretty low here, right? It's like 0.0014. So like that's the minimum you would need, but keep 0.4, 0.5 on your wallet and you'll be fine and don't have to worry about it, right? But don't stake everything at once, because then somebody has to bail you out, or you have to bail you out yourself. Now, the second way you can generate cash flow in Cosmos is currently through Osmosis, right? So Osmosis is the first automated market maker on Cosmos. It is IBC enabled, which means that it connects all IBC enabled chains on one platform. And it has been developed by also Tendermint and Cosmos and IBC core developers. So these guys know what they're doing. They launched on June 19th, which is ironically my birthday as well. So they launched on that date. And since then it has gone viral. By the way, also, I don't know if this is just a meme or if they're actually going to launch a chain with a dog meme, right? A meme chain that might have some utility, or maybe it's just a joke. I don't know. But keep this on your radar as well, right? Osmosis. And also Ion, right? Which is also a coin that we don't know yet exactly what it is doing, what it is about, but it's part of Osmosis. So Sunny created this, and we'll see what will come out of that. But so everything that you do in Osmosis, and I made a separate video on this a few days ago, is basically you're trading sovereign blockchains here from A to B, right? So Atom is on its own blockchain, Osmo is on its own blockchain, and there's now countless others connected to it: Ion, Akash, Sentinel, IrisNet, Crypto.com, XPRT Persistence, right? Region Network, and now IOV, which is Starname. But what I wanted to get to is the pool section here. So you can click here on pools, and then you say here incentivized pools, right? This means that you are farming Osmo in these pools, right? At an APR of 221%, 222%, 313. Note that Currently, there are no stable coins in any of these pools, right? So you always have the risk of impermanent loss, which means that if you put the equal amount of 2 coins into one pool, and then this one coin goes up in value a lot, it means that there are less coins in that pool, right? And if you hold that coin, you end up losing those coins, right? And you have more of the coin that is less valuable, because the ratio always has to be the same in dollar value, right? So that's impermanent loss, and you are at risk if you provide liquidity here. That's the liquidity provider risk, but you're also handsomely rewarded for that. Currently, this is the main pool that I'm active. $8.8 million in liquidity. The swap fee is 0.2%, which means that as a liquidity provider, you earn 0.2% of the fee that users have to pay to conduct trades, right? Because they will use your liquidity to conduct trades. But a good thing here about this pool is that you get a bonus bonding reward in AKT tokens, but because you're earning OSMO and AKT at the same time, you're farming both at the same time. Choose your bonding. So first you have to click here on add remove liquidity. Let's say you have like 10 AKT, then it will automatically tell you, well, you have to have a balance, obviously. Then it will automatically calculate how much OSMO you will need for that. If you have the equal amount of OSMO, you can click add liquidity. Last time in the video, I said it incorrect. I said that you're not earning rewards when you unbond and remove your liquidity, but that's actually false. Correct is that even if you choose 14 days bonding and you choose to remove the liquidity and unbond, you're still earning APR of 312%, right? And APR means annual, right? The A stands for annual. So this is not per week or per day, this is per year. And if you set this into relation with the staking rewards that I just showed you here on Osmosis, 272% versus 312, you have more here, but you have the risk of impermanent loss, right? So you always have to evaluate. I'm doing both. I stake Osmo, I stake Cosmos, I provide liquidity with Atom, with AKT, with Osmo, with even with Iris, like in different pools. My main pool is Akash and Osmo, but yeah, I think it makes sense to diversify. So 312% is what you get if you unbond for 14 days, but then you have to wait for 14 days for your liquidity to be available, right? If you do 1 day, then you can instantly dump. For example, if you have money in the pool and you want to sell it, if you just have 1 day bonding, you can sell it faster, right? If you have 14 days bonding, it's kind of like not liquid, it's illiquid for 14 days, but you're still earning APR. You don't only have to like add liquidity here, but if you want to earn this 312%, you have to click on start earning. I actually forgot to say that. So you get these liquidity pool tokens, and then you choose the bonding period. So yeah, so click first on add remove liquidity, add liquidity, and then start earning with your LP tokens. So it will tell you how much that is. But yeah, that's the second way to generate cash flow in Cosmos. And in my opinion, this is the best kept secret in crypto right now, because Osmosis is absolutely amazing. The user experience is absolutely amazing. The coins that are being added are increasing, right? Terra is in the process of implementing IBC, which means UST, the Terra stablecoin, Luna, Anchor, Mirror, they're all going to be IBC compatible and get listed on Osmosis. Thorchain is in the process. Well, they just got hacked 3 times, but still, if they manage to ramp it up again, I think Thorchain is also a great project and value add. But then you also have eMoney. That's a project I just had on the phone, and they are building a lot of asset-backed stablecoins, not algorithmic stablecoins like UST. They're building a bunch of asset-backed stablecoins, especially in the European zone, right? So they have asset-backed e-euro that is running on Cosmos, and they're also going to get listed on Osmosis. At least that's in the planning very soon. So this will be interesting. And then also eventually in the beginning, there's going to be very high yield farming rewards, because they're also going to have an incentivized pool. Now I think we can move on to the third way, and I guess that's one that most of you have never had on their map, never had on their radar. The Cosmos Network microgrant program. And I get this question a lot, like, yo, Cito, what ways do I have to make money in crypto? I want to join this industry. I want to work in this industry. I want to contribute something, right? And obviously what I'm doing with content is something that everybody can do, right? Like everybody who either wants to write articles or who wants to record videos or who even wants to tweet about things anonymously, right? You don't even have to be public like I am. You can just contribute to projects, right? And a lot of projects actually have microgrants that they give out to community members that are active, right? Some call it ambassador programs. And this is really, really cool because you can just choose what you like to do, right? Do you like to build something, an integration, translations, write tutorials or other contributions? You can apply here, and then the Interchain Foundation is going to review that and potentially going to award you with a microgrant, right? Do you want to host an event in your city? Do you want to host a conference, a virtual event, or anything like that? You can apply here. There's guidelines for it. If you take some time to fill the form, and you have a good sales pitch, a good plan, a good program, I think they're more than happy to sponsor it, right? If there's also some return, right? Like maybe you can generate more cosmonauts and just raise more awareness of interoperability and IBC and Tendermint and those kind of things. So this is cool, and this is sponsored by Tendermint. And then this one is what I have applied for and got accepted for. I highly encourage any other content creator to also do that, who loves Cosmos, who thinks the project is great. My Cosmos journey has been very, very clean and organic. I got to hear about it really deeply in January, February of this year. And then Jack Zampolin really helped me to understand things in the bigger picture, in a big context. And then started to get in touch with a lot of ecosystem projects, also with Tendermint, right? I had Peng Zhang on my channel. I had Ethan Buchman on my channel. This was like incredible for me to go from knowing very, very little to talking to the co-founder of such a big project, right? So this is really cool. And now I got accepted for the media grant. And yeah, so they're more than happy to also reward people for being active, for being active community members and contributors, bringing valuable content to the ecosystem, to Cosmos, and just raise more awareness, right? So yeah, this is a third way how you can generate cash flow in crypto. And you can do that on the side, right? You don't have to quit your job tomorrow and say, okay, I'm going to go all in on crypto, but I don't even know where to start. Like this is something small. You can start on the sidelines and make a few $100 on the side with staking, with liquidity provision, maybe translate some things, write content, make videos, host a conference, host a meetup. Those are things anybody can do from home, even with a full-time job in the back, and then slowly maybe you can transition. If you want to make crypto your career decision, you can transition into the space full-time. So that's at least what I have been kind of like doing over the past couple of months. And my YouTube journey was tough in the very beginning, right? Obviously, nobody's watching your videos. I know how it feels when you feel like, oh my God, I don't want to say something wrong. Nobody's watching my videos. We just stick with it and you just try to be yourself. I think authenticity is also highly underrated. Everybody tries to chase the norm and be normal and standardized, But if you're just yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do, just be myself, authentic as possible, share everything that I'm learning, that I'm researching, that I'm finding. And I am wrong sometimes, right? Like I say things that are not correct sometimes, but I'm just trying to document everything that I do here for myself, but also for you guys. And I think based on the feedback that I got from a lot of you over the past weeks and months, there is a lot of value for you. So I really appreciate that, trying to bring you even better content. I'm actually also looking for a graphic designer to edit my videos, to make my videos better, to also advise me like what camera should I get, right? That's like a lot of questions that come with it. And I really appreciate if somebody watches the video till the very end and thinks like, man, I know the right guy, or I am the right guy or right girl for this job, then just contact me on Twitter, on Telegram, at Cryptocito. More than happy to talk and find ways also to collaborate, to bring Cryptocito to the next level. And then, that said, please let me know what you think about this, about my 3 ways to generate cash flow in crypto, or in Cosmos more specifically. But this applies also to other chains and other projects, staking, DeFi or yield farming, liquidity provision, and just being a content partner or apply for ambassadorships or microgrants, right? So there's a lot of ways, guys, for you to make money in crypto that goes way beyond just speculating on the coin price. And I hope you enjoy this and you find value in this. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay safe and be good.